plugging away at this Monte Carlo. Something showed up that my son picked out for the car, so I'm gonna get him down here to put it on. We got some other things about to show up. That's about to be kind of the back-breaking part of this whole thing, but it needs to happen. The car needs to look good, right? So the part of the car that's closest to being ready for paint is the hood. They had already done a lot of work, sanding out high spots, getting rid of like some surface rust and stuff, and they did a little bit of light primering over things. They should have done a little bit more. It's going to be a little more work trying to get some of that surface rust off, but since that part of the car is the closest to being ready for paint, I'm going to start masking, start sanding, and I'll show you what we got. All right, now the car was already previously sanded. They just left a couple of peeling clear coat spots. There's now some like surface rust that came through because the car sat sanded for 2 years. So I have a rubber sanding block somewhere. I have no idea where it's at. So I just stapled some sandpaper to a piece of 2x4, and I'm gonna use that, and we're gonna get the hood scuffed up, and we're gonna get all the little surface rust spots cleaned up and nice. But first, now I made this because I really want to get these contours here. This is like a slope, you know, it's not really that hard of an edge on the bottom. The top is a hard edge, but the bottom is not a hard edge. Got some contours in here, you know. This stuff I don't really want to hit with the solid block because it's not forgiving. And if I just go back and forth on this contour here, I'm going to carve like a really harsh line into it, which I definitely don't want to do. Okay, while I was sanding, Amazon showed up with the new color, with the paint for the car. And I'm so excited to show y'all the color for the Monte Carlo, because I think it'll be a real head turner. I'm just kidding. You know we're doing it black. We're doing the whole car black. You know that shit. All right, so basically my paint prep has always been, you do the sanding, dry wipe it, all the dust off with a paper towel. Then you can see like if you have any shiny spots, any surface rust that's still showing through. Once you got the dry wipe done and any extra sanding done, which I just redid, I hit it with Windex. It's doesn't leave a residue, evaporates pretty quickly. I've done this for years and years and years, and I know a lot of people also do it like professionally. I'm not a professional by any means, but it definitely is my go-to. So I'm gonna spray it all down with Windex, give it a good wipe down, get all the dust off of it, and then let it dry. And while it's drying, I'm gonna prep the rest of my area, like get the windshield covered up and some other stuff. Make sure there's not gonna be any overspray on anything that I don't want it to go on. So finally, you get to see what we're going with. I got Rustoleum, flat black protective enamel, but we got the turbo can. Look at the size of this motherfucker. Now, I've never used one of these. I'm pretty good at controlling overspray. I've never used one of these though. So it's gonna be a learning experience. But yeah, we'll see what's up. All right, so here's maybe a tidbit of nearly useless knowledge. I don't know how much y'all use spray cans, but when you're shaking the can, brand new can, okay? When you're shaking the can, how you know you got it shook enough is the little metal ball inside will start to put little dimples on the bottom of the can in here. And then basically once you have those, you know you're ready to rock. So typically I like to do 1 to 2 really light coats, and then once those are dry, go through and start like really laying it on. Unfortunately, these turbo cans do not allow that. I tried to do my 1 to 2 light coats and it already looks like I've done 4 coats with the first coat. So give this a little bit of time to dry. I only usually leave about 2 to 3 minutes before I go back over it, because if you wait too long, then you get weird reactions with the paint. If you don't wait long enough, then obviously you get pooling and runs and blah, blah, blah. The one thing I fucking hate in paint is runs. So we're not gonna get any runs, right? No fucking runs. All right, so the verdict on the turbo cans. Yes, they do fill 4 times faster, but this whole can only lasts about as long as, I don't know, 1 can. Now it's the coverage is way crazy. Disposing of that properly in a proper aerosol disposal facility. Okay. Anyways, so yes, the coverage is crazy, but it didn't last as long as I thought. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know. I thought I would get like 4 coats, out of the can, which I did not. I got like, yeah, like 2 really good coats. I'm only going to. So now these 2 coats are really heavy. So I don't know. We'll see how it ages. But I may just leave it at the 2 coats. But yeah, that's where we are for now. I'll let you take a look at it once it dries. Another pro tip: if you're painting outside and it's cotton season like it is here, you get these little cotton pieces flying around. If you just grab a piece of tape and hover really close to it, you don't even gotta touch it. Just hover real close and it like vacuums it to the tape. So you're welcome.
Saw you on Amazon looking for it.
Don't touch it. So the hood is painted. The 8-ball shifter is on. Most important. The trunk is next, but that's not happening today. I gotta work soon. I've had only a few hours of sleep. I'm gonna go take a nap. Catch y'all next time.